of all the devil fruits I made, I think this one might be the most unique with all the different colors it has. In this video, I'm gonna show y'all how I made Chopper's devil fruit, the Hito Hito no Mi, and how I got it to all come together with this beautiful silk finish. Let's get into it. Now, as seen in my last devil fruit videos, we're in Amazon. First things first, I'm gonna talk about where did I get the filament and what filaments did I use to actually make this devil fruit come to life. Then we're gonna jump into the software and talk about how I oriented the print to make it survive and what tips and tricks did I use to actually make it come out the best. Then lastly, we're gonna talk about the assembly, what tools did I use to assemble the print all together, and what did I do to make it all conform together into one to make this iconic devil fruit. And without further ado, let's get into it. So coming off of making Law's devil fruit, if you haven't seen that video, it's gonna be right there. Make sure you go check it out. Anyway, coming off of making Law's devil fruit, I knew I was gonna use the same exact filament that I used for his devil fruit, and I went with the CC3D Silk Red filament. This filament right here is honestly such a steal. $19 for silk filament that looks this good is insane. They're not sponsoring me. Again, these motherfuckers are not sponsoring me whatsoever. Please, CC3D, if you come across this video, hit a motherfucker with a sponsorship. I'm begging, please. Anyway, $19 for this good of a silk filament is insane. Plus, I've seen silk filaments go for $25, $30, $35. So honestly, getting a silk filament to look this good for this cheap, it was a no-brainer for me. It was a no-brainer at all. And I don't even need to keep bragging about CC3D's filament because honestly, it's just in the fruits. You could just see it, how good it actually came out. You can see the reflection and everything. It's just how a silk filament is supposed to be, and it's really cheap, surprisingly. I've never seen silk filament to be exact, to be that cheap. I'm always seeing silk filament be on the higher end because you get these high quality colors. It's going to be more expensive for the material. So seeing a cheap filament like this go this crazy, it was just a no-brainer at all. Just piggybacking off the last clip, it was just a no-brainer. Now, as for the white part of Chopper's fruit, I looked around at different silk filaments again, and again, I had a bias and went with CC3D Silk White. It's the cheap filament. It gets the job done. The white one I wasn't really too worried about because I just needed a basic white color, but it knocked it out the park. As you can see in the results here, I'll show it again in the next clip. Just looking for a basic white silk filament. CC3D had it ready. A lot of the reviews were good. It's cheap. So again, as I keep saying, it was a no-brainer to go with this filament. You can go with any other silk filament that you would like. If you think a different silk filament is better than this, by all means go for it, because for the white part, there's a lot of cheap filaments. I don't know why it's so cheap compared to the other colors, but for white, most of the silk filaments are very, very cheap. So you could really go for anything and it wouldn't really matter because they're all kind of the same. But I just went with CC3D, especially because of the bias I have with CC3D, and that was it. And again, I'll show y'all in full screen what the white actually looks like up close. It's just a basic silk white filament, nothing too crazy. Looks beautiful, and it matches the other colors because the brand matches. But other than that was it. It wasn't really anything too crazy. Now onto the green. Now, as for the green, again, coming off of making Law's devil fruit, I already had the DO3D Silk Green filament, so I went with that again. I already had the roll ready. That's what I really like about Chopper's devil fruit as well, is most of the filaments that I already have, I could just reuse it again and not have to worry about it, especially since Chopper's devil fruit is also really small. I don't really have to worry about like, oh, I need more filament, I need more filament, I need different filament. I already had these two filaments, the red and the green, so I went with CC3D, or not CC3D, DO3D's Silk Green filament. It was a no-brainer for this as well. The color is what I was looking for perfectly. Everything matched up, everything lined up. It's a little more expensive, but again, you're gonna have to pay that more expensive price if you really want that higher quality color. And again, all silk filaments are pretty much more expensive except for the white. But this is what I went with. DO3D, great reviews, 2,000 reviews on a 4.2. Can't go wrong. Overall pick. So that was it. Now jumping into the software, first things first, we got the actual body of the fruit. So nothing too crazy here. All I did was print it standing up. Always print standing up. You'll mitigate the amount of filament used, and you'll always keep the quality and the strength of your print. So always print standing up. I printed standing up. I used gyroid infill. I am done using cubic subdivision infill. It's just been causing me way too many problems, and I don't know why. So I'm done using cubic subdivision. I switched it to gyroid. It's the most safer option, and nothing too crazy. It just went up on itself, going straight up. It took an hour and 30 minutes. It was supposed to take 3 hours for this print. I love my K1 Max. The K1 Max cut it down from 3 hours to an hour and 30 minutes. Cranked it out quickly, kept the quality, and that was it. Nothing too crazy. Always print standing up, and you'll be fine. So now next we have the actual head of the fruit. Nothing too crazy again. I printed it standing up. I used gyroid infill, basically the same as the body, but just the head. I cut the seam line in the back because again, you will not be seeing the back of the fruit, so I just kept the seam line in the back. Gyroid infill, it just went up on itself. Printed it, always print standing up, and that was it. This took about 3 hours, but it cut it down again. Shout out to the K1 Max, shout out Creality. Please give me another sponsorship, I'm begging. The K1 Max cut it down from 3 hours again to about 2 hours this time. So nothing too crazy. Printed it standing up, kept the details, and that was it. Now lastly, for the orientation, we have the branch. I had to flip the branch upside down because I had way too many failures with it. Standing up, it was just, the branch has so many fine details that I couldn't just get it to work standing up, so I had to flip it upside down. I also did this for Law's branch. I had to flip it upside down, so nothing too crazy. It's still basically standing up. And then I had to switch from tree supports to normal supports. Tree supports, since it's so fine to where it supports, it was just messing up. I had at least 6 failures, I think, doing it with the tree supports, so I switched it to normal supports. After I switched it to normal supports, I had no other issues, and it just went up on itself. That's it, straight up. I used gyroid infill again. This took not even 15 minutes on the K1 Max. So, oh, we back to me now. I know y'all miss my beautiful face. Don't lie. Don't lie.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Anyways, last but not least, we got the assembly of it all. And how did I make it all one piece? See what I did there? One piece. Get it? Yeah? No? So as you guys seen with this fruit, when we was in the software, it all has a connector piece. With each piece has a connector. So what I did with that, you know what I'm about to say. You know what I'm about to say. Loctite. Get you some Loctite. I can never, ever stress it enough in every single one of my videos. This is the best super glue I've ever used. It burns into the PLA plastic and mends everything together. So get yourself some Loctite because you will need it for anything cosplay related, anything props, prints, anything like that, even foam. Loctite is the method. All I did was I put Loctite on every single thing, connected it together, let it dry, blew on it. And I blew on it, let it dry. Then I got to the top of the branch, did that as well, connected it together, blew on it again, waited about 5 to 10 minutes. And after 5 to 10 minutes, and mended it all together, and I was done. I can chuck this at a wall and it won't disconnect. So get yourself some Loctite because you will need it. Get you some Loctite for anything. And that's gonna do it for this video. This is the finale of the Devil Fruit series, unless I got something else for y'all, surprise for y'all. Stay tuned. But this is the finale of the Devil Fruit series. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I cannot stress it enough of how much you guys motivate me to keep going, to keep grinding. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Again, I have an Etsy shop now open. The Etsy shop is now open. If you do want any of the fruits that you've seen in the last 4 videos that I made about these devil fruits, if you actually want to buy one of the fruits, or you want to be like, I want to support this creator and let me get something out of it, let me support him and let me buy this fruit, the Etsy shop will be in the link of this description, and every other one of the videos that I have on the devil fruits, the Etsy shop will be in the description. And if you want to buy one, thank you guys so much for supporting me again. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, your night, whenever y'all motherfuckers is watching this video. And as always, DMB on top. Peace.